up, dude?
I have
Merry Christmas.
I have my Santa hat on. Merry Christmas, everyone. This is a Christmas special for the Christian Mike Shoe. We're going to talk to the entire team in accents. So, Mike, pick your accent. And that's what you're talking with the entire team.
I'm going to have to do an American accent because that's the only one I know.
No, we're even enough the accent. It's about the Christmas holiday season. Happy Christmas to you, Mr. Michaels.
And happy Christmas to you.
Oh, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's kick it off with the top 10 movies of all time when it comes to the Christmas silly season, shall we?
Got to be Die Hard.
You know, oh fuck, I dropped character. Die Hard's in there, so I put in the Google machine the top Christmas movie picks. Okay. Die Hard is in the mix for sure. And we had this discussion on Good News Arizona when I used to play Couch Madness, and Die Hard won Couch Madness. Now, if you never knew what Good News Arizona was, it was a show that I did for 106 episodes, and every month we played Couch Madness. What Couch Madness was similar to March Madness with college basketball, although we would take a category like Best Christmas Movie Ever, and you would start the bracket, a full bracket of 64 movies, and narrow it down to the one. And the one that won the Best Christmas Movie on Good News Arizona was, in fact, Die Hard.
I remember you brought that back during the pandemic on your Facebook page.
Yeah, I did.
That was fun.
The 10 most watched Christmas movies of all time. Okay, so of all time, I had to go. It's a Martha Stewart spot. Martha Stewart's busy with Snoop Dogg. So the number 10 movie that average monthly searches in 2024 Christmas related is A Nightmare Before Christmas, the good old Tim Burton classic.
That's a great movie.
Number 9 is The Holiday. Holiday. That's all it says. Holiday. So is that I don't know. I think that's a Madonna song. Holiday. No, I don't think so. Number 8 is The Santa Claus. I believe that's a Tim Allen flick. The Santa Claus.
Yes, it is.
Number 7 is Krampus. Number 6, is it really a Christmas-themed holiday movie? Edward Scissorhands. I don't know.
It must have come out at Christmas time. What I'm guessing.
Okay. So
I don't remember.
I don't either, man.
Great movie.
Die Hard hits number 5. He's the number 5 all-time searched for 2024 of top 10 Christmas movies in the U.S. Number 4, you have your comedic romance, com dram, chick flick, Love Actually. Top 3 are pretty legit, man. Number 3, which I didn't think they would actually think it'd be a Christmas-related movie when they released it back in the 80s, but it is Gremlins. Don't put water on that fucker, because what's going to happen?
That definitely came out at Christmas time. I remember going to the movie theater to see that. I was
Absolutely.
10.
And a good movie, too, right?
Oh, excellent. I still watch it when it comes on.
Yeah, it showed us that Chinese restaurants are open on Christmas Day. It evolved the world that way.
That one and A Christmas Story, right?
Yeah. Number 2, A Christmas Story's not in this. Number 2, he improv. They improv 90% of this movie because everything they used to do back then with this guy was all improv. So the fact that it's still relevant today and it still comes up in the number 2 searched of most searched Christmas movies in 2024 is Elf, none other than Will Ferrell's new holiday classic.
I can't tell you the number of times I've seen that movie.
I know. And the number 1 all-time searched in 2000, well, it's, an all-time, fucking Chris, that was exaggeration. The number 1 searched Christmas movie in 2024, the United States of America, Home Alone.
Which I've already watched twice this Christmas season.
I will share with you this. Nikki's a teacher, and she does different things during the holiday season. But she has brackets, kind of like March Madness and Couch Madness. Home Alone won every time, all of her classes.
It's just a fun movie, man.
Right.
It just is.
Yeah, I thought about letting little man watch it. Then I saw it was PG. I'm like, yeah, probably not ready for that yet because I don't need to have marbles all over the floor and shit. Because he takes that stuff seriously, man. Seriously. So yeah,
taught us all not to be scared of the basement and old men with shovels.
Exactly. Unless you happen to live next door to Ed Gein, then you got to like, that shovel guy's a little freaky. Just saying.
My point exactly.
Yeah, those of you that know our affinity for serial killers, you're gonna enjoy that reference.
Absolutely, that was a good one.
So that is the top 10 according to Martha Stewart's website, which I didn't put in Martha Stewart's website when I googled that search. I just wanted the top 10 movies of all time, and that came up, which is cool. I think that's a cool little just in 2024 because
back to A Christmas Story. You and I can't believe that that's not in there, but there are people that hate that movie like with a passion.
Really?
Yeah, I can't tell you the number of people that I've met that are just like, I don't like that movie.
Well, I know they made a second one.
The second one sucks, but
you can't make a second one 30 years later, man.
No, and I just don't know how you can watch that and not like it. I mean, geez, you got no Christmas spirit at all.
Well, there was a bit of bullying in there, that could turn people off. I met what's his face? The kid that stuck his tongue on the pole. I met him.
I can't remember his name.
Kevin Harvey. Christmas Story. I had a picture. Yeah, Scott
he was Flick.
Scott Schwartz. Yeah, Scott Schwartz.
Yeah, okay. I was trying to think of his name in the movie. He was Flick.
Yeah. No, he's 56. He's as tall as Nikki. Yeah, Flick. Yep. Hey, he was a nice guy. We did a Zoom, Good News Arizona Zoom, because he was this COVID era when he was on Good News Arizona as live on location. And Ralphie came back for A Christmas Story too. That's he's 53 years old. Wow, these guys are like our age, man.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck have we done with our lives?
We tried to be rock stars. We halfway succeeded.
Halfway, fucking wow.
Became real estate agents and
it's so fucking lame, man.
Addicts and recovered addicts and new careers.
So depressed now. So here's some movies that didn't make the list that should have. Now some of these they came out now. Holy shit! It wouldn't work. The Toy. Remember The Toy with Richard Pryor and Jackie Gleason?
Oh yeah.
So Scott Schwartz was in The Toy, which I didn't realize until I met him. He was the little kid in The Toy.
All right.
Yeah. So that shit comes out now. It's not flying.
Well, yeah. Some of that stuff's. I mean, it might hold up comedically, but it's definitely not going to hold up.
It's not coming out now and surviving. I'm surprised that thing still shows up because there were so many references in there that
You know what still holds up that I watched last night was Trading Places.
Oh, dude, I love that movie. And I tried to. What app was it on?
It was on AMC. I got YouTube TV, so.
Oh, so do I. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you had to watch commercials.
Yeah, but I just hit pause. I go do other shit for a while, then I come back and fast forward through them. Yeah, I can't watch commercials either. I'm ruined for that.
Yeah. No, Trading Places, dude, definitely a Christmas story, and definitely a holiday movie classic for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have the Die Hard calendars. You've seen those, right? The countdown to Hans falling.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not Christmas till Hans hits the ground.
So where do you fall on that? I'll be curious to know. So I went to the bank today because I'm either a lame shopper or you love me because everybody in my life gets cash at Christmas time because I feel like you can go buy whatever you want.
Amen.
Nobody ever gave it back, and I was always happy to receive it. So whatever. Everybody's got their own opinion. But anyway, it was the whole, and you know me, I'm not a religious person, so, but there's people who like this is their whole life. So I got the whole happy holidays, right? So where are you on that?
I don't understand the question.
So the Christians would, they get violently offended if you don't say Merry Christmas.
So
I was not violently offended. I thought it was very nice that she said anything.
Yeah. See, I'm not. To me, it's Merry Christmas because that's how I was brought up. Don't give a fuck if you want to say Happy Christmas or Happy Holidays or Merry Festivus, or hey, I'm Jewish, man, Hanukkah, or whatever the other ones say. I don't give a shit. I just Merry Christmas. If you get offended because they say Merry Christmas, well, fuck off. I don't care, dude. There's a logo of us on the bottom right corner of the screen.
I think I said that before we started, and you're like, "There's no logo there."
Well, because that thing was on the screen itself, but it's actually on the recording. That's interesting. Yeah. So I don't. To me, it's Merry Christmas. I don't, and I don't look at it as a religious thing, right? I don't. Like Catholics midnight mass, but you can't go to midnight mass because every Catholic and their brothers and their mothers and sisters, uncles, cousins, and nephews all show up for midnight mass on Christmas. So you want to go in July. You want to reverse your year. So the end of July is Christmas in your eyes to the baby Jesus. So then you go to 6 o'clock mass on July 25th, and you're silent for the rest of the year, right?
Well, in reality, he was born more towards the spring anyway, if you believe the story.
Well, and again, we've talked about the story. I was going to get the book.
They moved her on back to align with the winter solstice because there were far more pagans in the world than there were Christians at that time. That's why they moved it. They moved almost every holiday.
Well, you're moving on up, to the top. To the deluxe apartment in the sky high.
I'm just saying, for me, my own personal opinion, these are where the holes in the boat started to add up.
Yeah. Because, oh, I found it.
But
I know he stuck it somewhere.
I guess where I land on it is I just respond however people, greet me or however they say goodbye.
If somebody says, Merry Festivus to me, I'm going to, give them $1 because obviously they're a stripper because they're into the pole. If somebody says Merry Christmas, I'm going to retort back with Happy Hanukkah just to see the reaction on their face.
If somebody says Merry Festivus to me, I'm going to just start reciting Seinfeld with them for the next 20 minutes. So
right. There's that.
Be careful how you do that.
Yeah, so that's a unique thing too. Like, Nikki and I could do this on occasion. We haven't done it for a while. We're out of practice, but talking in a sitcom language.
Yes. Yeah.
There's people that can do that.
Oh yeah.
And they can have an entire, 2-hour conversation, and it's just sitcom conversation. And
I used to work with a guy every night, and that's how we communicated, and it would drive everybody nuts because if you didn't watch Seinfeld, you would never be able to keep up because there's so many references in life that show touched on that there's almost a line for every situation. It's fascinating.
Yeah. And the fact that you can recall that shit is quite...
Oh, it was so much fun.
Quite mind-boggling. We should do a show sometime where it's just a sitcom show.
I'm not that good past Seinfeld because
that's fine.
I didn't watch enough of them that much, but I have seen almost every episode of Seinfeld. I don't know.
Yeah, I have too. I have too, probably more than once. I was gonna.
My next closest would be yours, which is The Office.
Well, and then when you're growing up, you probably watched Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley.
Oh yeah, Three's Company.
Three's Company.
Gilligan's Island. The Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch. Marsha.
Oh yeah.
I've
seen those 100 times each.
Yeah, I think it would have been cool to cross pollinate, like Leave It to Beaver and the Brady Bunch. Ward, I think you're a little hard on Marsha last night.
Hey, there was some funny business going on behind the scenes on the Brady Bunch.
There was so much funny business. I'm surprised none of them showed
Drugs,
up in the Me
sex.
Too. Oh,
shit.
Yeah, right? Just, well, and oh yeah, I remember all the we'll say, you Google that, people, because there's some serious things that went on. Same with Happy Days. Same with Wonder Years. Remember Wonder Years?
Oh yeah.
They were trying to get Kevin, turn Kevin into a man in the back end of Wonder Years, man. Like all kinds of peer pressure and shit,
I didn't mean to step on your. You were reaching for your action Bible there. I didn't mean to step all over your thought there.
No, I was thinking it was more of a I didn't realize I forgot it was a Bible because it's a comic book. I was I was going to reference something about that with the baby Jesus, but I couldn't find the spot where they said he was born, and it's not a graphic cartoon. So there wasn't somebody in the OBGYN room with the legs in the straps, and the straddles, there's his head. He's crowning. Push, Mary, push.
Yeah, I don't think they had proper lighting nor,
And Joseph sitting there like, this fucking baby better be white. Fucking baby better be white. Because he wasn't there.
Oh, shit.
Have you seen... Did you go shopping at all this year? Nikki and I have decided something.
No.
For next year.
I don't shop.
See if you can grasp your head around this concept. Sorry, I'm finishing my lunch. Everybody Amazons, okay?
Yes.
Black Friday is not Black Friday anymore because of Amazon. Okay?
Correct.
We can all agree single-handedly that Amazon delivers more things to America that other people don't. Like this, Amazon. The Amazon girl is here.
Hey, I'm right there with her. I order everything I can from Amazon, so I will not criticize anybody. And hello, Nikki.
She left already, but this is my Amazon hot chocolate from my Amazon girl, okay? And the reason why she's the Amazon girl is the Amazon guy smiles every time he pulls up to her house because he knows his paycheck's guaranteed.
Yeah, well, mine's the same. Because if it's the same price or cheaper, why would I go anywhere? I understand the concept. It sucks that it works, but it does.
So here's the Dunham family tradition starting in 2025. You ready for this?
I'm ready. Lay it on me.
You ready for your mind to be blown?
Explode away.
No online Christmas shopping allowed.
Oh, I thought you were going to go the other way.
Everything has to be purchased at a Sticks and Bricks, brought home wrapped, and put under the tree. No online shopping allowed. In fact, we've come to the conclusion that after Christmas, we're wrapping all our garbage in the Amazon box and returning them all to Amazon.
Are you trying to ruin my...
Just the trash, okay?
Are you trying to ruin my experience of never having to leave the house?
No, this is just a Dunham family tradition for 2025. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But we're not going to allow any of the children, all two of them, or the grandchildren, two of them, to do any online shopping or ourselves. It has to be walk-in Sticks and Bricks. Because we were talking the other day, Nikki and I, because that's what you do when you're married. You talk.
It does help.
Yeah.
Immensely.
Yeah. I was thinking about dropping some relationship videos like this was a funny thought. I didn't do it. Like I'd put myself in a giant bow and be like, what men think their wives want for Christmas, and I'd just be standing there in a bow, right? And then the next scene would be Nikki with a blanket and a book, what they really want.
Why do you not do this?
Right? I got to do it, right? And then I had another one, what men think women want on Christmas Eve, and like lay the bed with like petals, rose petals and stuff, candle lights, low lit, like woo, and then what they really want is their own comforter so they can be asleep on their own side of the bed without Jimmy legs, so then it's a picture of two comforters, right?
I like that too.
Right? Because that's the thing, yeah. So, I had those, but it's too late now, so I have to get them all geared up for next year.
Okay.
But I have some funny little thoughts that I think would be clever for the.
I like those ideas.
Yeah, the whole Christmassy thing. So yeah. So
okay. Well, hold on. You're not done.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'm not done. Go ahead.
So, what's your reasoning behind not doing any online shopping?
Because it took away from the like the whole vibe of Christmas, right? Is you wake up Black Friday, it's like, holy shit, we're getting up at 3 a.m. We're bungling up, we're going down to Best Buy, we're standing in line for 3 hours, waiting for the door open just to trample over people and elbow people in the side and punch people in the face and steal presents and shove them on the ground. The true Christmas spirit, the chaos that ensues on Black Friday. People die. There's gunshots. There's firefighters. There's police. They're getting arrested and shit. It's like, it's on the news. It's like, oh, chaos happened at the Walmart this morning where, 16 people were trampled to death, and 800 turkeys flew from the sky. Just
But
chaos.
they got the Xbox game. The important thing is they got the Xbox game for $19.
Right. So they got
regular
it. Regular
$59.
Yes, and that's the whole thing. We're missing that. That's why Christmas spirit is at an all-time low, because nobody's out there shopping. Nobody's fighting through the crowds and reaching for that deal on the shelf. Like, that's mine, that's mine. No, it's not. That's mine. Fuck you, it's mine. And then you're chaos, right? Okay. So next year we're going to make everything have to be purchased at Sticks and Bricks. So we're going to go to the mall. We're going to go shopping at the mall.
So while you just got me excited about the old days, there's nothing about me that misses any of that.
No.
But maybe, I don't know. Well, I would have to go do it by myself. So
that's the thing. See, that's the catch. Right. See, that's the catch. For she and I, we would just go do it together, and fuck around together in the malls and the stores. You
definitely inspired me, because I've been in those situations where we had to take multiple people to get whatever everybody wanted, because at that time Amazon wasn't an option, right?
Right.
And there is something endearing about those times, because you're all together. And I get it. I just wanted you to explain to the fine ladies and gentlemen that are listening at home or watching or whatever, why you would make that decision, because it is a family thing, and fuck, I was ready to go.
Well, and see, and then you got the concept of, like, you go shopping, right? And you're all excited, you're pumped up. Oh, I'm going to the mall. I got my allowance and shit. I got my $126.38. I know I'm going to buy, and then you realize, oh fuck, I can't buy that because it costs too much. And then you got to replan what you're spending your money on, and then you're there long enough, you start getting hungry. So then you go to the food court, you get the pretzels and you get the Chinese food and you get the iced teas and the orange Julius's and shit, and you sit around the table and you fucking
we're all the way back to fast times,
right? So you're right, but
is that still an option?
It is. You're still drinking the food, and drinking the juice, and eating the foods and shit. And you're kind of watching the people. That's the big part too. Like, you're people watching. You see the fucking family they're forcing the kids to have fun on Christmas by they're making them go on the carousel. Even though it's lame and they're fucking 12 years old and it's only supposed to be 3 or 4 years old, but they're fucking sitting on the thing. Oh, look at me, Dad. Look at me, Dad. So there's those kind of memories that you're not making because you're staying home Amazoning. You don't get to see the shopping mall Santa Claus, who's been pissed on like 12 times. He's got that weird smell of beef and cheddar and urine. You're like, do I really want to sit on you?
You're not Santa Claus.
I can see this. I can see the slip. I can see the slip off the leg. And then
you got beef and cheese.
You got the little midget, the small person vertically challenged, giving out the candy canes. So, you want to come see Santa? Because he's been smoking a pack of Marlboro Lights in the back, and he's drunk a bottle of Fifth already, So he's hammered and like 3 sheets to the wind. But that's the experience, man. You get that photo with the kids screaming like, "I don't want to be here," and then you go home and everybody's like just exhausted, dead tired because it's Christmas Eve. Now you're like, "Fuck! Now I got to wrap everything." So then you got to get out you got to get the alcohol, you got to get the eggnog going. And for me, I just don't do it. I just drink the iced tea, I just down on iced tea and coffee because you got to wrap everything because everything's got to be wrapped and ready. And then if you have presents you got to put together, you got to fucking put them together at night at Christmas Eve because as soon as little Johnny opens that fucking tractor up, he wants to drive the tractor. But if you don't have the tractor put together, you're fucked because in the next 2 hours, he's like, "Where's my tractor? Where's it?" In the back of your head, you're trying to put things together. You can't know how to put them together. So then I call Nikki. Nikki, come here. I don't know how to fucking do this. So then she comes and does it because she can do that shit. And I'm sitting there with little Johnny like, come on, hurry the fuck up. Finally, it's done. You take it outside and oh, fuck, the battery's not charged. So those are things you do the night before after spending the entire day at the malls, wrapping, building, putting together. So then when Christmas morning comes, you don't want to get out of bed because everybody's out of bed by 5. You're like, oh, I don't want to get out of bed. Then everybody comes over, poof, like a tornado hits your house, right? And all the presents are open and then all the trash and shit. And if you're that OCD guy, you're bagging up all the trash as the presents are being wrapped. You're like, give me the wrapping paper, give me the wrapping paper. So you're putting it all together and then you go outside and when everything's done, you put in your outdoor fireplace, light on a fire and it just goes because wrapping paper is extremely flammable, boys and girls. And then because you had wood in there and some dead grass clippings and leaves and shit, it's a roaring fire so much so it's making the top of the jasmine all black because the smoke is billowing out. You're fucking up the neighbors to the east because it's Christmas morning. The wind's blowing that way. So if you accomplish that goal for sure, and then you're like, fuck, I'm tired. Then you crash out for the rest of the day and you go see a movie about 5.
So I've been thinking about this because I knew you were going to want to talk about Christmas, right? Because
it's the Christmas special, Mike.
We're releasing this on Christmas. It is a Christmas special.
Don't they know it's Christmas after all?
You kind of just proved my point in your rant, which I loved,
Yes.
by the way. It was.
I know you love the rants, man.
It was amazing. Yes, this is the reason. No matter how many times which weren't very often, but if I didn't want to show up for band practice, ladies and gentlemen, these are the kind of things you were exposed to on a daily basis. And if you were ever nervous about going on stage, all you had to do was listen to Chris ramble for about 2 minutes, and you forgot why you were nervous. So these are the reasons that we love him. But you did awesome. Prove my point in the middle of all that.
Yeah.
I think Christmas has become too much of, it's an expense that puts a lot of pressure on families, individuals.
Agreed.
And these same people profess, I don't follow organized religion. I think there's some kind of organized something because everything's too perfect to not be right. So, but if man got his hand on it, man fucked it up somehow. So, there's a lot of holes in all the stories, and there's many stories. So now we've got this whole season from Thanksgiving. So, the end of November to the end of December, where people spend probably 30% of their disposable income. Some people spend 300% of their disposable income in that month, right?
Right.
They're paying it off for the first 6 months of the year, which is utterly fucking ridiculous. But how do you get to the point where that's not the case?
I think what kind of like you did with your family, right? You set limits.
Yes.
You're like, the grown-ups, fuck all y'all, because grown-ups can get what they want when they want and how they want it. It's the kids. Let's focus on the kids. So I think it's kind of like the white elephant Christmas party you go to. You have a cap. It's like no more than $20, right? So people stay under that $20, and it shows you can still have a good time with that cap. I heard this really clever way how to do white elephant that I've never heard before. It's where it's all about. Oh wait, I think you told me. It's all about. No, did you tell me? It's all about the packaging. Was it you?
Yeah, we talked about it.
You talked about that. That was a brilliant idea.
Wrapped, yeah.
Right, that's a brilliant idea. In case you didn't catch that episode, boys and girls, Mike's idea was you make the gift wrapping so exquisite. You have 25 people, you exchange 25 gifts. Once everybody has those 25 gifts, then it's time to fuck around with the Yankee swap shit, right?
Yes.
Right. So you're battling for the most gorgeously wrapped item, regardless of what's inside. You're going after the most exquisitely wrapped, taken care of. Oh, this is so beautiful. And then you open it up and it's literally just, dry dog poop and a gift card for $5 at Starbucks. It's brilliant.
Yes.
It's a brilliant way to play the white elephant. I'm going to bring it up to my friend who has the annual Christmas party because I think that was just a brilliant idea.
Steele actually had a great, and I'm not going to give away his idea because he might want to use it next year. My mom already had his done, but it was great, and I was like, that's genius. I don't have mine yet, so I got to look around here. We're not supposed to spend anything. I went out, and I think I spent $10 on that deal 2 years in a row that, my brother ended up with, which was amazing. I couldn't have planned that if I tried. The whole funny part of the story is the same person got it 2 years in a row. It was wrapped differently both years.
Yeah.
Like the odds of that happening are astronomical because there's 13 or 14 people at our white elephant. So
exactly, and that's the benefit of that, and that's the beautiful thing about that. So I think if you go back to that and you just put limits on it. Like Jake and Sky are like, what do you want? Like, we don't need anything. We're fine. Like, just stop. Don't worry about us. We're good. It's cool,
And let me tell you, now that you've explained that, we've been doing that for, let's say at least the last 5 years. I think it's been longer than that, but we've been doing it for at least the last 5 Christmases.
Yeah.
And we have had more fun just for the people out there that are, if you still buy for every aunt, every uncle, every cousin, everybody that's going to be there. And, that's a stressful time for a lot of people because there's people that have way bigger families than we do.
Agreed.
We have if we bought for everybody, we have about 14 people everybody would have to buy for. There's people that have 30, 60, 90, whatever.
Yeah, I have 7, counting the grandkids, my kids, and Skylar's fiance.
So my point is those last 5 years have been more fun by a landslide than any Christmas I can remember where everybody was trying to make sure everybody had a gift.
Yeah.
Because we have the stories of, in my mom's group message to the family, hey, here's when we're having Christmas. We always do ours on Christmas Eve so that people who, my brother and my sister are married, they can go to their in-laws or whatever.
Yeah.
So my mom's like, here's what time, and we're doing the white elephant. And our inside joke was the juicer has been retired, so nobody has to worry about getting the juicer.
Right on.
Because my mom watched me throw it in the dumpster when we put the floors in the studio. I was like, Steele said we cannot use the juicer anymore. It has to be retired. But that's a hilarious story because, there's the juicer again. You know?
Yeah.
You end up with funny stories.
Why'd you throw the juicer away, man? Don't you like the juicer?
It was a cheap piece of shit. That's why nobody wanted it.
Because I told Nikki I need a new Ninja because I've had my Ninja for so long that
this was not I would not have thrown a Ninja in the.
Because Amazon being Amazon, they have that little box now you can check. Like, do you want it coming in the manufacturer's box or is it a gift?
Yes, I love that.
Well, she checked manufacturer's box, so
you knew what you were getting for Christmas.
I just walked up to the front door. Oh, Ninja. Which is good because, literally I can't screw mine on. Some of my stuff doesn't screw on anymore. It's weird.
This was like a juicer you would buy if you were super poor and you ended up at that section in Walmart.
Oh.
Right? It might juice 5 oranges before it decided to fucking disintegrate.
Right on.
Nobody wanted it.
So you're going to tell us the juicer story or is you going to save that for next year's Christmas show?
No, it's just the fact that it kept showing up, because we wrap our stuff up.
Right.
Nobody knows that these same things keep showing up. And it was there so many years in a row that finally Steele was like, that's it, uncle on the juicer.
Okay.
Let's pick something else.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that recycling going on at the Campbell's Christmas party every now and then.
You got to put an end to it after 3 times or something, Third time, that's it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do the sack of shit. Then it would be just like, hey, you're being a dick now,
Right. Yeah. That would.
Twice was my limit. I know my comedic timing and value.
Yeah. Agreed. So let's see what this says. The top, the 2024 Christmas guide. Let's see. Oh, come on. I don't want to have to go down the path.
Hey, as soon as we get the desk in here, we have Steele confirmed to come on here and tell you some paranormal stories.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
That was a stupid thing I clicked on.
Yeah, he's getting his timelines in order.
Nice.
He's got some good stories, man.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
I was just super excited he was willing to do it. So once we get the desk set up, I ordered some more cabling. I'll be ready to go. So,
right on.
I said, Chris is into that paranormal stuff, man. So come on over and lay it on us.
So a thing called Elfster. The top 10 ingredients for 2024 are chunky, huggy earrings, $14.
These are like the most sought after gifts for 2024.
It says Elfster. Oh, top trending gifts for 2024.
Okay.
Find out what's buzzing in the gift-giving world. We've rounded up the hottest must-haves that everyone's adding to their wish list right now. Perfect for gift exchange and guaranteed to wow.
All right. Lay it on us.
The $14 chunky, huggy earrings. The Huffy McLaren F1 race car for kids battery ride-on toy.
Oh, I bet that's badass. I want one.
So we got Trip a John Deere tractor. So he has his own. And we got Little Man now the John Deere tractor is 12 volt. We got Little Man 24 volt, 2-seater, basically, sand rail for the backyard type thing.
Nice.
It looks like. So he's kicking up a notch. A Nido nice cube sensory toy with super solid squish. A Nike Heritage crossbody backpack. A circular travel power strip. A mini orchid botanical collection from Lego. Uno Show Me No Mercy and Rose Eye Mask. So I think that is basically, the vanilla version of Christmas guide shopping.
Yeah, there has to be like the biggest toy that people, I mean, that's never without. What do all the kids want?
Well, see, I posted that. I didn't get anything, so I was a little disappointed.
Did you say toy?
I did. I said, maybe not toy, but so.
Got to be specific with the Google machine. It's not as smart as we like to give it credit for.
Well, so the top naughty things to give. A Christmas mug, and I'll just explain the Christmas mug that the characters on are Liam and Nancy, and Liam is on top of Nancy. Looks like he's massaging her back, although there's something else probably massaging something. There's an ornament that says, "Thanks for all the orgasms. Keep that shit up." And you have some Christmas balls and Christmas titties wrapped with Christmas lights. You have a keychain that drive safe, handsome, I need you here with me keychain. And when you open it up, that's Lucy and Bill going at it. If you jingle my bells, naughty boxer gift. Now, I have a set of boxers, I'm not going to lie, that has Nikki's face on them. And we're not going to tell you where that face is, but that's always a good idea.
I like that too.
There is a sex blanket. Now, for those of you that, oh my God, a sex blanket. What is it? It's a blanket that you put on top of your bed. It helps keep certain things off your sheets. This blanket, however, is always by your side or under you fleece blanket, where it has, in big writing, I promise to always be by your side or under you or on top of you. And then it has all the stick-figured sexual positions all the way around it. Damn it, I wish I saw that earlier. Light me when you want a BJ candle. That's actually a candle that you light when you're wanting something from your significant other. There's a sign, there's a little keychain, like keepsake, like you have a couple on one side, and then it has a saying, I met you, I liked you, I loved you. Therefore I'm keeping you. So there's that.
I want the Spider-Man 6-volt motorcycle.
Oh, I didn't see that.
This is the today.com 2024 what the kids want. So it's either Spider-Man for the boys or the Barbie purple and black 6-volt motorcycle, which is badass if you're a girl.
Okay, that's a nice segue. We're taking it from X-rated to G-rated.
Hey, whatever, man.
No,
Everybody's got to get something for Christmas.
Oh, now see, Amazon says the top toys are Miko. Active playtime with Miko the robot.
Oh, this is cool. Especially since you got such a big yard. The Tractor Supply 12 volt, zero turn lawnmower ride-on toy.
Oh, no shit.
Oh, it's badass looking too. It looks like a Toro.
Tractor
Supply 12 volt. I did it again. Jesus. 12 volt, zero turn lawnmower ride-on toy. Age 3 to 7, it says.
Huh. Zero turn. Oh, I'm on. What am I? I'm on Amazon. I'm on Amazon. I didn't mean to be on Amazon. I meant to be on Google machine. There we go. Let's see what that comes up with now.
The Squish Motion.
Oh yeah, the Carvey 3-in-1 ride-on tractor. Yeah. I saw those, like the excavator and shit. But he'll follow me around like with his John Deere tractor, little man, and like Nikki has videos of it where he'll go in front of me and he'll do a stretch, and then I'll just follow him. So we do on occasion when I'm out there and he's home. He does participate in the concept of mowing the yard.
That's awesome.
Yeah, which is cool. Oh, hey, so it is Christmas Day because this is the Christmas Day show. And let's talk football, because we're gonna make sure this thing is just a quick 60 minutes so people can get back to their lives. But so on Christmas Day, there's 2 teams playing football. There's 4 teams playing football, both on Netflix, kids. So if you're squirming around trying to figure out where the hell these games are, they're on Netflix.
I would probably wait till they're over and watch them if they have anything like it was during the Tyson fight.
Correct. So you have the Chiefs against the Steelers at 11 a.m. on Christmas Day, and then the Ravens and the Texans at 2:30 p.m. That's a stupid game. The Ravens Texans. It's a they probably wanted it to be more than it was. They should be able to flex out Like, 2 weeks out of the holiday schedule, you should be able to like
They
I think
can on some of them, but they
Right.
can't do it when it's
Which-
already been etched in stone with a service they've never used before. Like,
that's true. Because
Netflix
really,
is going to have to either rent or use their own cameramen,
they can't use the NFL's crew. It's an NFL sanctioned event. NFL will have their camera guys there.
Yeah, but Netflix has got to pay for it, and all that stuff has to be decided probably years in advance, not just months.
Yeah, I think the Yankees walk around the house naked. I think the Redskins and the Eagles game yesterday would have been fucking phenomenal on Christmas Day. What a great game that was.
Oh, it was fantastic.
What right? I mean, and the fact that Saquon Barkley's finally healthy and he actually has people blocking for him. He's had 8 runs this year where he was never touched.
Yeah.
Ever touched. Like, not once. Which is just insane if you think about it, because the holes. And even Jake said it once they traded him. Jake's like, oh, you watch, dude, he's going to have a breakout year because he's going to be working with a legit football team with a legit quarterback and a great offensive line.
Yeah, you need a line that blocks for you if you're a running back.
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
no way around it. You can't just keep going to the outside if everybody knows that you're always going to go to the outside, right?
Exactly. And that's and see this, with the Giants, because I watched him for years on the Giants, a Giants fan, right? The problem with Barkley on the Giants is he would stutter step. He would get the ball and he wouldn't hit the hole and go because he had no confidence in the line. As I've watched him on the Eagles, because I haven't watched every single Eagles game because I'm not an Eagles fan, but the games that I have seen where they've either played the Steelers or they played the Giants, or it's prime time, he legit, when he gets the ball on the Eagles backfield, he just goes. Like, he doesn't hesitate. There was always a hesitation in New York. And in Philly, there's no hesitation for the most part. He takes the ball and goes where he's supposed to go. He never did that shit in New York. Well, because you could see how the blockers were lined up to block, and then he'd bounce it outside and get fucking 3-yard loss.
Athletes mature just like the rest of us, right?
Agreed. I just for the life of me, I don't see why he couldn't. You gotta just, the whole purpose of an offensive line is making holes. You got to follow the holes. Now, again, Giants sucked ass. Daniel Jones knew they sucked so bad he gave them a $3,000 bottle of tequila. Who makes $50 million a year, while Brock Purdy, who makes $995 a year before taxes, gave his entire offensive line, 10 of them, 2024 Toyota Tundra pickup truck. So, Daniel Jones, $50 million, really? Really? You're a piece of shit, dude. Like, seriously. $3,000 bottle of vodka or tequila, and you let somebody who's making the league minimum as a quarterback buy their entire O-line a truck. Now, granted, it's not his O-line anymore because he left, but still. Enough of that. Let's talk football. Let's talk about the game tomorrow, okay? Because here we are. There's a game on tonight. Why? Because it's Monday. Okay, so Saints and Packers tonight, which is Monday. Wow, the money on that is where's the over-under? I don't see the over-under on this. I see the totals. I see the spreads, plus 14 and minus 110 for the Saints. Oh, under. I see over-under is 43.5 over-under. So for the Saints-Packers game, would you bet that they're over or they're under 43.5 points? Because that's all I care about. That's what I learned from you as far as betting, even though I haven't downloaded the app yet.
They're in Green Bay.
They are in Green Bay.
I'd probably take the over in that game.
Okay. So Chiefs and Steelers in Pittsburgh, it's the same fucking line. 43.5 points over under.
I probably wouldn't bet that game. Just, it could go either way.
Yeah, because the spread is the Chiefs 2.5 plus 2.5. And the I don't get this. The spread's plus 2.5 and minus 115 for the Chiefs. It's plus 2.5 and minus 105 for the Steelers.
Yeah, so that's one of those weird scenarios where it is confusing. So for some reason, because the Chiefs are on the road, and it has a lot to do with, I guess, probably how many points they score when they're on the road versus when they're at home. But in this scenario, they're actually an underdog on the spread, and they're an underdog on the money line, but there's like the algorithm is so not confident in either team winning or losing that both teams are in the minus.
Gotcha.
One of them was minus 115. One of them is minus 105. So the one that's at minus 105 is actually the favorite. Probably the Steelers because they're at home.
105. Yes, minus 105 is the Steelers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a weird scenario where at plus 2.5, they're probably not giving you a very good price to take that 2.5 points. It would be minus something or other.
It's
185.
The over under total is minus 110. The 1.5, the money is plus 120 on the Steelers and minus 145 on the Chiefs.
Yeah, so they're saying that the Chiefs are going to win. You'd have to lay $145 to win 100 on the Chiefs on the money line.
Yeah, so that sucks.
Well, unless you're confident. I'm pretty confident the Chiefs are going to win that game. I don't bet against the Chiefs, or I just don't bet.
Right. Yeah,
Because I
home,
get burned a lot.
At home, because Russell needs to rebound. They just got their asses kicked, right? So they got to rebound this shit, you know?
Yeah. I mean, there's times where, and this would probably be one of them, where even a team like the Chiefs, when they go on the road, same thing with the Bills. The Bills suck when they go on the road for some reason.
Do they really?
Yeah, they played their closest games when they are away from their home stadium, for sure.
No shit.
And I agree with you. The Steelers have a lot to play for, so I don't know if I would touch that game because Russell Wilson's capable of going off on any game, you know?
Right. It's just a matter of will he or not. So then we have the Ravens and the Texans, which again, that's just a shitty fucking, I mean, granted the Texans are 9-6 and they came off a really good game yesterday. But I don't think that's a marquee matchup for, you know, Christmas afternoon. Like, I'd rather go to the movies. Okay, I don't want to watch the Ravens and Texans play. Sorry.
Yeah, if I don't have anything else to do, I might watch it, but I'd probably find something else to do.
Yeah, because it's the points for them is over under is 46.5. So the Saints, Packers, Chiefs, Steelers game are identical at 43.5 points, and then you have the Ravens, Texans at 46.5.
I almost always look at the over when the Ravens are involved because
the defense.
Well, they have a good defense.
Oh, Lamar Jackson, too, yeah.
But the Ravens have a tendency to put up a lot of points.
Yeah.
And the Texans also have a good defense, but if you can get some kind of run game going or whatever, they have they have a tendency to put up a lot of points too, but they did just lose that wide receiver to that horrible knee injury. That was awful. I saw that happen.
Yeah, he broke his kneecap, right? Or dislocated his kneecap, and then the Texans quarterback was crying because they're like buddies and shit. It's like, oh
yeah, he laid him right into it, but you know, you can't see those things coming.
No. And that's
it
why
was
you
friendly fire from his own team. That's
right,
the sad part.
Well, right. That's, you know, I'm surprised more injuries don't happen like that from linemen falling backwards on people's legs.
Me too. I'm the guy who's driving down the interstate at 80 miles an hour going, it's amazing people don't just fucking crash into each other. It really is.
Right.
The average person doesn't have those thoughts, but I do all the time.
Yeah. No, I have those thoughts, dude. I have the weird, you know, crazy ass shit going on in my head all the time.
That's why you and I get along.
It is, absolutely. Because, you know. All right, so let's wrap up this is our first ever Christmas show, right? Purposely done Christmas show.
Yes.
So, you know, should we be cheesy and be like, oh, what are you thankful for, Mike?
Yeah, I'm not that guy.
Okay, yeah. Well, you just say Merry Christmas to the Michaels family, you know.
Oh, yeah. Merry Christmas to my family, for sure. That's who I look forward to spending my Christmas Eve with. And I do look forward to that. You know, I mean, I don't have a family of my own, so without that, it would be a little plain.
I'm surprised you don't have a dog by now.
I'm gone too much.
Okay, that makes sense.
If I wasn't gone so many hours in a row a day, and that's the one thing I hate is when people get dogs and then they become somebody else's responsibility, right?
What about fish?
That's a lot of work, dude. I would love to have a nice saltwater aquarium in the studio here.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's anybody out there that would like to maintain it for me, I would be happy to let you. But you definitely got to keep them clean because
we had salt. We had saltwater tank for a few years, a freshwater tank. But we had somebody came once a week and clean it out, and just after a while, it's just like I see, and I think that like once Dozer's gone, I'm like, we don't, I don't want to get another dog because then there's always somebody has to watch the dog.
Yeah, I do like the freedom of being able to. It's another reason that I've never had kids. I like the freedom of doing what I want when I want.
Right.
Fish, you can get somebody to take care of. It's like, hey, just feed them every other day or whatever. But when you leave for any length of time, a dog is definitely a commitment. You got to have somebody you trust to take care of it, and isn't going to go, oh fuck, they asked me to do that again.
Right. Well, and you pay them. You got to pay them. Then there's that expense, and then you got to buy food, and you got to fucking, I get it, man. Then they come home and they chewed up the garbage can because you were gone the whole fucking time. Dude, just get a stuffed animal, man. Just buy a stuffed dog, stick them in the corner, call them Rowdy, and you're good to go.
Well, I'm pretty much the kind of person that I'll go along with a lot of things if somebody else wants to do the work,
Right.
I'll help you a little bit, but I'm in no way responsible. I didn't make this decision. This is on you.
Right. That's why I said just get a stuffed animal, get a stuffed dog, like a giant black lab or something, and stick him in the corner. Call him Rowdy because he's rowdy, rambunctious. Every time you come home, he's gonna stand there and look at you.
That's why I have guitars, man.
There you go. Well, hey, for all of you that have put up with our silliness this year, we thank you very much.
Absolutely.
We hope you have a fantastic Christmas. This is our second year because we started in March, so we kind of have a fiscal year.
We started in
March?
November.
Did we start November?
October and November of 23. Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm way off.
Yeah, you're way off. We had our 1-year anniversary show about 10 episodes ago.
Oh, that's right. We're in the 60s. I forgot. My bad. We're like 60 something here. So
good.
All right, cool. So, boys and girls, have a great holiday. Enjoy the rest of your Christmas if that's what you're doing. If you're Chinese, then you're just serving Chinese food. Thank you, because a lot of us like Chinese food on Christmas Day.
Oh yeah.
If
Happy
you're Jewish,
holidays to everybody out there.
If you're Jewish, I don't know what to say. Light a candle, because I'm ignorant when it comes to that. Festivus, get the stripper pole out and start airing your grievances. Jehovah's Witnesses, don't got to worry about it. I don't know what Kwanzans do. I don't know what Buddhists do. I don't know what communists do on Christmas. So I'm kind of oblivious to those. So just understand
they're Christians.
Go ahead. Are they communists or Christians?
They have. Oh yeah, they have.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought they were communists.
They have some. Communists. That's political. That has nothing to do with their religion.
Oh, okay. So they're not. Okay, I gotcha. Okay.
That's not a religion.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Jewish people believe in God. They just don't believe, and they believe in Jesus. They just don't believe he was the Savior.
That's why they have the menorah on their head?
Well, they believe the Savior is still yet to come. They don't believe that Jesus was the Savior.
Oh, well, so then they would think that the Mormon Jesus from Joseph Smith would be then the Savior because he came after Jesus left, right?
So when you start talking about the Mormons, that is the nicest cult that has ever existed in the history of the world, because they are such nice people, but the fact that they don't know how their own religion started is fascinating. It was started by a con man.
Oh, absolutely.
Who was 13 years old when he came up with this story. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So they have their own little deal going on.
Right on.
There's just too many. I got my own little deal going on, and everybody thinks they're right, and nobody knows. That's right. That's how you end the argument right there. Is what happens when you die?
Yeah.
You don't know because you haven't died yet. So why are we even having this argument?
Right. Because after all, there comes a time when we heed a certain call. When the world must come together as one, Mike. There are people dying. Oh, and it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can't go on pretending, Mike, day by day, that someone somewhere will soon make a change. We're all part of God's great big family, and the truth love is all we need. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones that make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. Hey, we're saving our own lives. It's true, make a better day. Just you and me. There you go. That's my Bob Dylan impersonation. See you guys in the new year.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for listening all year long. We really appreciate it.
Yes, yes.
Keep sharing us, tuning in.
More things to come.
Merry Christmas.
2025. Merry Christmas, my friend. Love you.
Love you too, brother. Peace.